This is Barry Zalma speaking for Claim School Incorporated's blog, Zalma on Insurance. Today we speak about why if you lie to your insurer, you will lose, and coverage is only limited to what the insured paid for at its inception, and a residential construction site that's not listed or disclosed to the insurer at the inception will never be covered. The 11th Circuit Court of Appeals was asked to resolve whether two residential homes destroyed by a fire under construction were covered under an insurance policy issued by Travelers Property and Casualty Company of America to its named insured Talcon Group LLC. Talcon is an underground utility contractor for sewer, storm drains, and treatment plants, and never told travelers it was building two residential buildings. In Travelers versus Talcon, the United States Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit on December 20, 2023, decided the extent of coverage available to Talcon. One of the owners, Rick, testified that almost every bit of Talcon's work was underground utilities, such as sewers, storm drains, and treatment plant work. Talcon did not own the Florida land on which the two residential homes were constructed. Instead, the land was owned by a different family entity. Talcon was to benefit from the sale of the two residential homes by becoming a local vendor in the county where the homes were being constructed, entitling it to a 5% advantage with other contractors when bidding on future projects in the county. In May of 2020, a wildfire completely destroyed the two residential homes. At that time, the residential homes were mostly complete, but did not have certificates of occupancy. Talcon submitted a property loss notice stating that the two residential homes were lost in the wildfires. Travelers denied the claim because construction of two single-family homes is not the same type of work as the installation of underground utility contractor work, which is what Travelers agreed to cover. In 2019, Talcon, through an insurance agent, submitted a commercial insurance application with Travelers. Talcon's application was for renewal of a 2018 policy with Travelers. In an application field titled Description of Primary Operations, Talcon listed, quote, underground utility contractor, close quote. Under the Installation Builder's Risk section, Talcon selected Installation and indicated that it averaged 3 commercial projects each year and left blank a section to list the number and value of any residential projects. An email to Travelers submitting the renewal application stated that Talcon conducted predominantly water and sewer line work and that a heavy contractor questionnaire was attached to explain Talcon's exposure. Travelers covered installation property from direct physical loss or damage, and the policy definitions section defined installation as, quote, property described in the declarations under installation, owned by you or property of others for which you are legally liable, that you or your subcontractors will install, erect, or fabricate at the job site. Travelers eventually sued, seeking a declaratory judgment that the two residential homes were not covered property under the policy. The district court entered summary judgment in favor of Travelers because the two residential homes were unrelated to Talcon's underground utility work. The court concluded that the policy did not cover them, declaring that the policy's coverage did not extend to the construction of the two residential homes. Under Florida law, every insurance contract must be construed according to the entirety of its terms and conditions as set forth in the policy, and as amplified, extended, or modified by any application therefor. While Rick and Zach testified that Talcon constructed multiple residential homes in recent years, Talcon's renewal application did not include this past residential work or indicate the prospect of future residential construction. Even though Talcon had begun constructing the 2 residential homes at the time of the renewal application, it misrepresented to travelers that it was not engaged in any residential construction. Talcon, in fact, stated that 0% of its current work was residential and 100% was municipal or government. The 11th Circuit concluded that the only reasonable reading of the policy in the renewal application was that travelers provided coverage for Talcon's underground utility and site development work. The construction of the 2 residential homes was neither of those items and was not covered by the policy. In my opinion, the covenant of good faith and fair dealing requires that neither party to the contract of insurance shall do anything to deprive the other of the benefits of the contract, nor misrepresent or conceal material facts from the other. In this case, Talcon lied when it submitted its application by claiming it did no residential construction work at the time that it was, in fact, constructing 2 residential properties. Since it is true forever that liars never prosper, the lie about the work being done defeated Talcon's claims. This video was adapted from my blog, Zelma on Insurance, which is available free to anyone who clicks on the URL zelma.com/blog. Please tell your friends and colleagues about this blog and the videos and let them subscribe as well. If you subscribe, you will receive notice of the more than 4,690 blog postings. You will have access to every blog posting, usually 5, sometimes 6 a week. And you can have access to all of the past blog postings. Please subscribe to the videos, to my Twitter account or X account. And if you're interested in receiving further information about insurance, insurance law, insurance claims, and insurance fraud, please consider, for a very small fee, subscribing to my Substack publications. Thank you for your attention.